One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. About to kick it away and get this season started. On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Quarterback empties his backfield. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Fires to the right. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Got his man on the right. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
And the Tigers have this offense rolling. Unloads quickly. On the move at the 30. Into the second. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, get it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's the handoff. Tackle tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out and they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Williams looking for a man. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1 man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Power football with the run. Not much there. Picks up a couple through the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Rush is on him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Williams will pass. That pass not Moses. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They booted away on 4th down. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just...
Oh, he's got some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Clemson. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, There has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll try the left side. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it. Hey, if they can stop them on 3rd down. Williams looking for a man. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes in the 22.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility, and put it all on display on that side.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Flying out to the left. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Williams will pass. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And this guy stood in the pocket, and he took one right in the kisser and still delivered the ball.
Showed you his toughness there, Reese, didn't he? And he still had to be accurate with that throw, because that was man coverage. He really had to do a good job making sure that football was put on his feet.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
Catch in the middle. It's Williams. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Hernandez. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Williams looking for a man. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He wants to throw it again. With the catch, it's Williams.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
The play action fake. Under fire. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Williams will pass. He makes the grab. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? And the Huskies want to crank the tempo. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Unleashes one deep. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on it today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Washington. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Barnett. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Drive from their own 42-yard line. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Going to the ground. Turning it on. He's at the 30. Smashes ahead. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Huskies.
thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's loose. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Back to throw, it's Barnett. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Clemson is quick to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The give from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
691, Gators Farm. Moves.
Gets the back moving. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a good solid pickup for the defense. Cuts him down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, Washington.
Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. He might want another play. Send the tight end in motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got it, 1st down and more. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Unloads to the wideout. Rolls it in. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge 1st down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, Clemson! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different running plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
The Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Williams looking for a man. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless.
There he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this.
Oh, they blocked it. That's a live ball. He can take it back for two. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish. A 70-yard run to the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Go!
Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Oh, they're after him. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Complete to the left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, what a cut! Touchdown, Tiger. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Iowa steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Iowa City a ton of confidence. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Makes a pass to Marker. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches.
Breaks into the open. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Williams will pass. Makes the catch. It's Williams.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and he knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Racing down the left side. The 20, the 10, and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
How about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity.
A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way.